Hi there! Today we'll start with our first lesson, IELTS Writing Task 1. If you are new to IELTS and not familiar with Writing Task 1 yet, this video is a great place to begin. In this lesson, I'm going to cover four main important things. First, what you need to do, then the different question types in Writing Task 1, how Writing Task 1 is scored, and finally, the structure. Now let's begin. So, what do you have to do in Writing Task 1? In Writing Task 1, your job is to write a report describing data. You may be given a line graph, a table, or a pie chart, and you need to summarize the information. You should complete the task in about 20 minutes. In the IELTS writing test, you have 1 hour in total. So it's important to manage your time by spending around 20 minutes on task 1 and the remaining time on task 2. You also need to write at least 150 words. Finally, please keep in mind, you should not give your opinion. Your role is simply to describe the data accurately, without adding personal ideas or opinions. Next, how many types of questions are there in IELTS Writing Task 1? Do you have any idea? Well, you might be surprised. The answer is about 6. And yes, we need to practice all of them. Okay? And I'll show you all of the question types here. The first question type that you'll see here is a line graph. On the left side, there's the instruction. And the instruction is always the same, both in practice test and the official test. You are expected to spend about 20 minutes on this task. Your goal is to summarize the information by focusing on the main features and making comparisons when necessary. You also need to write at least 150 words. And the title is highlighted and tells you exactly what the graph is about. So, this one, here is the title. The line graph shows the number of cars produced in 3 countries from 2010 to 2020. Now, on the right side, you'll see the graph itself. The horizontal axis represents the years. So this is the horizontal axis, while the vertical axis, this one, it represents numbers. Your task is to carefully analyze the data and write a clear, well-organized report. It's similar to a short essay. So, now let's go to the next question type, a table. This one shows the percentage of households that has access to 4 different types of digital devices in 3 countries in 2020. The countries included are Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. And the devices listed are smartphones, laptops, tablets, and TVs. For now, I'm just showing you the different types of questions you might get. So we're not analyzing the data yet. Now let's move on to the next question type, the bar chart. In this chart, you are asked to describe the percentage of international students studying in 5 different countries from 2015 to 2025. And this is where we really need to sharpen our data analysis skills. So let's take a look at the data together. And now let's try to analyze the data together. So from the chart, we can see that Australia was the most popular study destination. Meanwhile, Germany was the least popular. And in China, we can see that the number of international students increased significantly. So, what about you? Can you spot any other trends? Let me know in the comments. Next up, we have a pie chart. So this pie chart shows the average household spending in a country in 1950 and 2010. But for now, let's not focus too much on the numbers because we're moving on to the next question type, process or diagram. For process or diagrams, your task is to describe the entire process, starting from the first step all the way to the last step. Honestly, I think this is one of the simplest question types in IELTS writing task 1. But I don't know about you. Okay, and finally, we have map question. So, you'll see two different map layouts, and your job is to compare the changes over time. In this example, we're looking at a hospital map, and you need to clearly explain what will be changed. Okay? And now, we've gone through all the question types in IELTS Writing Task 1. So now let's talk about how Writing Task 1 is actually scored. First, we have task achievement. This is about how well you answer the question. You need to cover all the requirements, choose the key features, and highlight the most important data. Next, coherence and cohesion. In simple terms, this means your writing is easy to follow. Your ideas flow smoothly, and the reader can clearly understand what you're trying to say. The third one is lexical resource or vocabulary. You should be able to use a range of vocabulary accurately, not just repeat the same words again and again. And the last criterion is grammar. This is about using a variety of sentence structures correctly. And yes, you also need to learn about punctuation. In IELTS, the band score ranges from 0 to 9. And you can check the band descriptors in the link below so you can clearly see what is expected for each band. Okay, now we've reached the end of this lesson and also one of the most important topics in IELTS Writing Task 1. It's structure. In IELTS, you cannot just write random ideas or write whatever comes to your mind. You need to follow a clear structure. For writing task 1, the structure is divided into 4 parts. Let's start with introduction, and then overview, body paragraph 1, and the last one is body paragraph 2. So if you want to learn how to write each part step by step, make sure you watch my next video. Bye!